Ready to get the show on the road? 3, 2, 1. After you choose him, your current game status, including the story progress, princess point, intimacy and level, trust level, will be deleted. Are you choosing Skeletiano? Absolutely. Skeletiano, main story, chapter 1. There wasn't anyone in this town who didn't know who he was. He was famous and loved by all. Hey there, you're looking as handsome as ever. Are you doing well, darling? You really are handsome. I bet my sister would love you too. Oh, he was coming this way. It's almost your birthday, Adam. When the day comes, I'll give you a present that will make you the happiest man in the world. I left my room and went for a stroll in the castle garden. This place is so quiet and gloomy. It's kind of lonely. I wonder if I'll grow to love this garden once I get used to it. Huh? In front of me was a book that had fallen to the ground. I picked up the book and looked at the front cover. It was titled, Only You. I wonder who dropped this. I flipped through the pages. It looks interesting. I sat down on a chair and began to read. Princess. Princess! Huh? I lifted my head and saw Skeletiano standing there. Have you noticed me yet? I'm sorry, I was so wrapped up in the story, I didn't see you there. Well, that happens to anyone. I am no exception. What book are you reading? This one. I showed him the cover of the book. It was on the ground over there. Oh, this is my book! I thought I had forgotten it somewhere, so it was here. Oh, it was your book? Sorry for reading it without asking. It's all right. I love that book. I'm glad that even one more person got to read it. If you would, tell these bones your impressions. Well, I'm still in the middle of reading it. I think the story about the moondrop is just lovely. The moondrop that makes miracles happen. Transparent and ephemeral. The most beautiful thing in the world. If something like that really existed, I would love to see it. That story also left many pictures in my head. I wonder if that moondrop really does exist somewhere in the world. Somewhere in this world. Us dead have a long, long time to search. If we believe and we chase after it, the day might come where we can see it for ourselves. That would be nice. We looked at each other and gently smiled. Skeletiano lent me the book, and I went back to my room and read it, and I went back to my room to read it. As I was reading, I heard a knock at the door. The king came to my room. My sugar fiancé has come to visit you. Your Majesty. He's always full of energy. How do you like this room? I put all sorts of things just for you, Jandy. I think it's a nice room. Thank you very much. Ah, that's cold. Cold? Don't they mean cool? The king walked up to where I was sitting on the bed and put his head on my lap. What are you doing? I'm sleeping with my head in your lap. We're going to be married. It's only right that we could do stuff like this. Starting today, you'll be training to be my bride with Orlando. Training to be your bride? That's right, I'm his fiancé, so sooner or later I'll end up as his wife. In that case, please tell me more about yourself, Your Highness. That's better. Ask me anything you want. What is your name? Jean Cavalier Michael Cedric Adelard van Bivar Niflheim. sorry, could you repeat that? Jean Cavalier Michael Cedric Adelard van Bevar Niflheim. Do you think you could write that down on a piece of paper? The king burst into laughter. You can just call me Jean. He smiled innocently like a young boy. He didn't look anything like the king of the land of the dead. I didn't quite know what to make of simply becoming his fiancée. But I hope I can fall in love with him. I was about to ask the king another question when... Your Highness, I found you. So this is where you were. Really? We looked all over the castle for you. A large group of women in gorgeous dresses came into the room, one after another. Oh, my honey pies! The king quickly rose up. What perfect timing! I'll introduce you to my fiancé. I'll introduce you. This is my fiancé, Jandy. The ladies looked at me as if to evaluate me. This is kind of scary. I'd be intimidated too if I were in her. After a moment, though, the lady smiled widely at me. She really is cute. Jandy, what a nice name. Let's be good friends. Huh? Thank you very much. What kind of relationship do you all have with the king? The women answered in unison. We are the king's lovers. Lovers? I glanced at the king, who was smiling happily. Everyone in my harem is my extremely treasured lover. You will be too, of course. What? Oh, you don't have to worry. It's not like everyone's more important than anyone else. I love everyone equally. Rather you're in my harem or you're my fiancé. How wonderful, Your Highness. One of the women clung to the king. Let's all have fun together. I watched the scene play out, dumbfounded. This is making my head spin. Well, I have one ticket. Back to the story. I wonder if I had my hopes for marriage up too high. Then again, isn't this a unique situation? I still don't really know anything about the king. Maybe he is doing this with something sufficient on his mind. Your Majesty. What's up, Jandy? I want to talk with you some more. Oh, good. Let's have a long chat. I'm glad you're so interested in me. It's just that I think we have different ideas about how marriages should be. Oh, is that right? This king. I know he's not a bad person, but... I was about to continue speaking, but the women started pulling forcefully on the king's body. Your Highness, we were talking about going to the opera house. Let's go. Let's hurry and go. The others are waiting by the castle gate. Oh, I can't let my sweet kitty cats wait outside in the cold, can I? The others. Just how many girls are in his harem anyway?